Are about to share some of our secrets actually when it comes to creating prototypes. So the FabLab because that's a very Belgian term, I guess, although there's a few in the Netherlands as well. But to explain, FabLabs are usually locations where you can use big printing devices. So you can use giant printers like this one. There's laser cutters, there's special cutting machines, there's usually 3D printers as well. And this FabLab is located in Turnhout, which is the city where Game Brewer has its offices. And this is where we create prototypes, mainly by our colleague, actually, Sebastian, that you already met yesterday. And that is right now actually about to cut one of the boards in the other room. Let me show you around. So when we create prototypes, obviously we need, when we create games in general. So let me show you actually. There you go. So this is actually the laser cutter, and Sebastian will actually give some information in a second. But yeah, when we playtest our games, obviously at one point we also start working on the artwork, and we obviously have to make prototypes before and after receiving the artwork, but especially when the artwork comes in, because we have to make sure that everything fits, everything is the right size, everything is very user-friendly. So this is one of the big machines that is being used, and as you can see, there you go, the lid is going to close. So this is actually the board from Rule Benders, our new game that will be launching on Kickstarter in November. So this is one of the boards right here, and this is an incredibly accurate machine. So there was a giant print that was glued on top of a piece of cardboard, and now we actually have cutting lines so that are designed by the art director, which is me actually, and so we create die cuts that will actually be used by the printer, the final printer itself, when it goes into production. So the nice thing about this is that we also get to test how the exact product will look like at the very end, and making sure that everything works. So in this case, it's actually, Rule Benders is a very special type of game board, because you can see the shape is quite unusual, and it's actually a board that is cut into giant puzzle pieces. So when for instance I designed the die cuts, this is great for me to actually double check that everything does fit perfectly and that it will fit in the box, so that we make sure that once the final product is there, things will be absolutely all right. Okay. So let me follow the machine.
We now are checking whether or not the alignment of the machines is correct, so that this actually corresponds to what I'm cutting over there.
Right, so you basically have, I guess, a starting point that you measure with the laser to make absolutely sure. And how accurate? Yeah, and how accurate is this? Like to what, 100th of a millimeter?
The laser itself is extremely accurate. I don't know the exact specifications.
Yeah.
Then again, we have the unfortunate thing that our printer does not communicate that well with the laser cutter.
Oh, okay.
So I have to do a little bit of manual things as well.
Yeah, you have to adjust it here on the machine, you mean?
It's just a one-time thing that I need to do, and then I can make them in multiples quite easily.
Okay.
So I'm going to start cutting right now. So,
yeah, cool.
I've actually made a print, and that's now on the special kind of cardboard. Which is more or less made for the laser cutter, because it doesn't leave a burnt residue.
All right, because normally if you use other types of cardboard, it will just burn inside the cardboard,
so
right?
That's what laser does. It doesn't actually cut.
Yeah.
It burns.
It burns. Yeah.
It burns material away. So as you will see in just a second, you will see that the cutter will start moving around and cutting. So
wonderful. Oh yeah, thank you, Juan. It is. We also think that it's a really beautiful board.
Have to stop that for 1 second.
Oh, okay.
It's not allowed to have a flame.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that part of the deal? Yeah, it is a very cool looking board, and you'll see it's a lot of fun to assemble, because something I can already reveal is there are 4 different themes in this game, but there's actually 6 that come with the base game, so you'll actually be able to switch these themes around when you're playing the board, but it will always look like one seamless design. Oh, there you go. Oop.
I have a flame, so
Okay.
too bad.
It's okay. This happens when you do it live, of course. And what do you think it could be causing this?
I don't have an airflow, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a delicate machine.
Yeah.
And indeed, it doesn't have an airflow, so.
Okay, so it needs more air basically to avoid that happening.
That actually means that the compressor is down. As you can see, this is something that is.
What happens?
A bit. How do you say that? Always, you need to look, and it's sometimes trying and then failing and trying.
Yeah,
again, and
it's a lot of trial and error, I guess.
trial and error, that's true.
Well, those machines are obviously, can do a lot of stuff, but yeah, we actually kind of push them to the extreme sometimes because of our designs, and so it's part of the deal.
Things I don't think that I can very easily mend this.
Yeah, Damon, you're right. It's Murphy's Law, isn't it? It's always. Damn Murphy! Why did he have to create that law in the first place?
Then again, perhaps it's not the worst time to say that the FabLab is always quite experimental place.
Yeah, that is true.
And it has been known to give a little bit of. How do you say that in English?
I don't know. Say it in Dutch. I'll try and try.
Speed bumps.
Yeah, little bumps in the road.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I can still zoom in and show you some of the details actually of the board.
I'm slowly getting there.
Yep. So, by the way, if you see those cuts and those bruises, this is actually in the design itself. It's not that the print got damaged, but this will be part of the thing. So we see the different rule fields, because there's 7 types, like 7 main rules in the game that you actually are going to bend to your will when you will be playing the game. Alright, so test number 2. So as you see now, the laser is being moved again to make sure that it's spot on right in that corner.
But again, that's a bit archaic, but
Ah well, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
it does what it has to do.
So hi everyone joining us, because I see more people tuning in. So we are in the FabLab internaut where we actually show how we create prototypes. So this is the laser cutter that we use to, once we've done certain prints, in this case of a board from our new game called Rule Benders, and now we're gonna be showing how it presses the thing. Oh, it gets very close actually to the print. That's
yeah.
surprising.
It's doing an autofocus.
Gotcha, yeah.
Should be okay now.
Okay, let's see. Yes,
Fingers crossed.
there you go. Perfect. So no more flames indeed. So see, now it's cutting alongside the die cut. Yeah, thanks, Kwan. Yeah, the colors, I like the teal and yellow as well. It's something that will come back throughout other components in the game, but it reflects very much the cover as well. I don't know if you guys already saw the cover on Board Game Geek, but it's got that very like 50s industrial machinery feel to it. But I think that Nayada, who did the illustrations, really found a great color scheme, because it works really well and it contrasts really well with the player colors as well. In the beginning, actually, fun little story. That maybe not even certain colleagues know, but all the fields had a different color, but it really looked like a giant rainbow flag, and we were like, well, maybe it's a little bit too colorful right now, so we decided on the different hues. Yeah, there you go. I know that the very first sketch I made was in different colors, but it works, way better this way. So you see, it's very, very cool.
So I can actually already show you, and I can go on just in a second.
Yeah.
I'll open the thing.
All right, let me pull back.
So as you can see, I can now pull these just out of the...
Right, so you've got one of the theme fields pieces. There you go. So that is one piece of the board. There you go. This will be the dinosaur theme.
Yeah, and that way we can create a puzzle and
exactly.
just put that in
And this is how it will fit exactly in the box.
Yeah.
Because obviously the pieces are actually quite large. The board is really big actually. Maybe it doesn't show it immediately, but it is quite large. But you won't be needing a lot of space outside of the board in this one.
This is half a meter.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I think it's about 84 high.
50. It's actually it's actually 86.
86, yeah, 86
centimeters.
Yeah, in width. There you go. Perfect. All right, cool. So I'll keep showing this. So what else are we going to show the people today?
We're going to show how we make the actual prints.
All right. So we're moving back to the other main room. There you go.
Where we have a latex plotter.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, a latex plotter.
So why latex actually?
It's a specific kind of inks, and the inks are very water soluble. So
yes,
it's kind of environmentally
friendly. Yeah, better than chemicals, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very versatile. You can do lots of applications with it, amongst which, of course, just printing something. Because what you actually see is just a very, very, very big printer like the ones you have at home.
Yep.
These don't come with drawers with paper in it, but
no, these are just these huge rolls, basically. Yeah.
Big rolls. So we've got different kinds of adhesives. So we got this is vinyl, matte vinyl. This is glossy vinyl. This is actually very high quality paper, which can be used for very high quality printings. For if you want to have, for example, in your house, a very qualitative print of a painting, let's say, or whatever. You can actually print that on that.
All this, paper. But we use more the latex printing then, yeah.
As you can see, here's the printers. It's just like a print head at your home. The smaller printers that we all have at home.
Just a really big one.
It's all a lot bigger. So,
and actually, you can see inside. Yeah, we're making a print of the rule benders board. Oh, Damon, yeah, by the way, we will be releasing a lot more information starting next week about rule benders, because obviously right now we're very focused on the Spiel Digital events, trying to block a bit, all that reflection.
So this machine comes up with the actual stickers that we use. Like you just saw, we can cut them with a laser cutter.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes we can't. If we can't, then we use this machine.
All right.
Which actually is it's called a cut plotter.
So it's a plotter, yeah.
It's also a plotter, so you can use it for different kinds of applications.
Yes.
But we, in this case, just used as a cutting machine, a cutting tool for making nice shapes. If you have rounds, like I'll have in just a second.
Okay.
I'll show you. Or if we have these, you'll see later on in the showcase.
Yes.
You will see Fujikoro.
Yes, exactly.
Which has these very strange tiles. Very
complex shaped, yeah.
That we do these as well, or with cutter, of course. But, it's able to cut such
really complex shapes then.
Shapes. So
very nice.
Actually, I also own a board game store.
Oh, there you go.
Cafe.
Yeah.
And due to the new rules implemented by government, I need to make it more visible that people need to wear a face mask. So I made a Dr. Meeple showing a meeple with a face mask.
Which is so cute.
And so I now need to cut that in a perfect shape, in a perfect circle. So I can just put it on here.
Actually, that's another idea, having meeples with face masks on them.
Absolutely.
Like teeny tiny face masks. That would be nice. Right.
There we go. I need to do a little bit of alignment.
Yeah, so I guess that you also have to be super precise.
Not entirely in this case, because you have to be more or less precise. But the machine itself will actually calibrate. It'll detect these spots.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah? And it'll automatically cut inside of that square. That rectangle, I have to say.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you put it. If you put it in, if you don't put it in correctly, it'll just. I'm going to exaggerate.
Yeah.
If you were to put it in not like this but like that,
yeah,
it'll actually detect that it's like it's positioned like this, and it will still cut correctly.
Oh wow, okay, that is
So,
impressive.
Very cool machine also. It's made in Belgium.
Cool.
This one.
So actually somebody's asking you a question, Sebastian. He's like, any good Spiel deals in the store?
Is that a question for me?
Well, your name is being mentioned. I mean, we have deals on our digital booth. So if you go to the Spiel digital website, you'll see quite a few deals, and on the website as well. As for Sebastian's store, well, right now with Spiel, it's temporarily closed. So.
Okay, in my shop. Okay.
Well, I would imagine, yes.
Yeah, I was already thinking what.
Yeah.
I am of course a game guru, but
yeah.
I was already thinking what. No, unfortunately, at the moment I'm actually doing a transition from a board game store to a board game store hybrid with a cafe.
Yeah, more of a cafe type of place.
Of course, it's the worst possible moment you can do this. But,
yeah, right now.
Then again, I now have a little bit of more time to do the transition. Yeah, again, we'll see where we end up.
Okay, cool. But let's see the prints go.
Now I need to position this correctly, so it needs to detect the markings that I just spoke of.
Right.
So it really can tell where it is. So it's now looking for those squares.
Yeah. So let's move, and then it's going to measure this as well.
It might be a little bit strange here because it's a little bit curvy, the paper, so it'll give a little tick.
Okay, but that's normal.
That's it. Yeah. So now it has seen where it has to cut, and it's going.
And now it knows.
And that's a perfect circle.
Wow. Okay, and it's really fast as well.
This is actually quite slow.
Really?
I've actually put it slower because we need to film it.
Right, because it's that quick.
And so now we have a sticker.
Perfect. That is really cool.
Which I can put on the window, on
on somebody's face.
On
yeah,
face,
exactly.
Face mask,
Wonderful. That's great.
Happy me.
Excellent.
Last of all, the last machine that we have is over there. It's a 3D printer.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Put it on because we don't have any need for it at the moment.
Yeah, and the process is very slow as
also,
well.
If you want to show something with this, you actually have to do some kind of a time lapse movie or something, because it just takes ages. That's just the technique. So it's an Ultimaker 5, and we especially use it like a lot of people know. We made miniatures for Fujikoro, and also for the prototype, of course, we needed the dragons, and the
which were very complex.
Yeah, they're very complex indeed.
They're incredibly complex shows.
Which is immediately a very nice feature of this machine. I can show you if I turn it around. This has two substrates. You can see it has a black one and a transparent one at the moment.
Gotcha.
The black one is actually the material that you see here as well, and the transparent one is something that's also water soluble.
Okay.
So if I were to put this spool in water, it would actually completely dissolve.
And does it have to be hot water, cold water?
It has to. Hot water, of course, speeds up the process.
Right.
But then again, if you put this in boiling hot water, it will melt as well.
Probably, yeah.
But this will melt in just,
it will dissolve easily,
room temperature water as well.
So this is for what, negative space then inside
that's
a
for the
creature?
supports.
Yes,
So,
okay.
A model like this would normally have to be made out of different parts.
Yes.
This is impossible. Like you can see the actual hand here, the paw of the dragon. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There you go.
So the paw of the dragon is actually hanging in mid-air.
Yes, it is.
So the printer needs something to print on. Otherwise it cannot print. So what it'll do, it'll create a support using this material and go all the way up here to that paw, and then start printing there.
Exactly, and then start printing with the more solid material, and then you decompose it. Yeah.
You put it in water, and it will just dissolve, and you get these nice models.
All right, that's very, very cool.
But again,
great.
I hope you don't mind me not showing this at work.
Well, it's very slow. I think most people have seen a 3D printer at work,
and we don't really need it at the moment, so it would be a waste of material.
Okay, very cool. So that was it actually for our little guide of the Fab Lab. So we hope that you really enjoyed seeing a bit of the behind the scene of us making prototypes and creating our prints. So there you go. This is, we'll show, So this is the print being ready of the board, and this will be cut again. So it will be glued on a special type of cardboard and then put through.
Correctly. And then it goes into the laser cutter. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in if you have some time into the showcase. We're showcasing Fujikoro at 3 o'clock, so in about half an hour. And of course, keep checking out the Spiel Digital booth of Game Brewer to check all of our events, because we still have quite a few things planned in the next few days. Thank you so much, and talk to you guys soon.